starting.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's fucking go.
And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Let's go. Shit.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Check out.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Room past the 20. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 78 yards. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Okay,
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A give right side now to Hunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Ready? White 25. Hey, I'm coming. Switch. Let me go.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it from here. You kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mixon with a first down carry.
Wow.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Winston. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Defense, boys.
William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I'm coming after you.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. On the stop, Breland speaks. From the 35 on second down, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Dalton now to pass. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. To throw here, Dalton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Check, 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 check. Switch it, 6-6, pull it high. He's coming, double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tavon Young in on the tackle. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That one is caught by Hunt. And he slips it past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. On 3rd down, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go, baby.
That goes for a gain of 31.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. They go option right on second and goal. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal.
Shoot. 368. Hey, exit. No, check that. We got Mike 52, right?
Throwing, Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Gotta make that throw. It's wide open.
Here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get
Wide
you
open.
down
That's
the
ball
coast to
game.
Orlando
Complete
for
that.
Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Winston. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
That's it.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first and 10, Winston. And
Oh,
it is
pick the ball
incomplete
out.
here.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to drop it that time for his second sack of the evening.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. No. Wait. Check three.
Third and long for Winston. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. That he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Let's go, D. Check 52. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Here goes now.
On first down, Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Can. 80 weapons. You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. 27 yards there, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Hunt. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Fucking
Didn't
block
happen on
out.
that play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on second and long. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Trying to break his back.
Whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack by Jordan Willis. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost almost picked. Instead, second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Andy Dalton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Mixon running right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. So Dalton now. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Flushed out right. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Winston. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Winston on 4th down.
Oh my God.
Bananas Westbrook complete.
Take that shit
And he
out.
gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll throw again. Winston. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A second pin has fallen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. On 2nd and 9, Winston, now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Passing, it's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get